Hey fam. Whew. So, this might be the last day. Well, it will be the last day that you see me. For a little bit. Not just on here, but in a home. Because I'm gonna go to Maui. And I'm gonna be a nomad for a bit. I'm gonna live off the land. I'm gonna flow. I'm gonna choose everything that I choose on my own. And yes, you can do it. I can do it. I will do it. I have connections there. And I'm gonna get a map. It's gonna be easy. And hard. And a lot of things. And I just know this is the right thing to do at this time. And it's not gonna be that long. It's not gonna be forever. Just a few days, a week and a half, maybe 2. Maybe more, but I'm just gonna feel it. And a lot of people want to project insecurities about, oh, you kind of can't sleep on the streets, and you kind of can't just freeload. Well, my question to them is, have you ever even tried just living on your own in the wild? Do you realize how little that you need? Because we're surrounded by so much that we do not need. I do not need this chair. I sit in it because it's comfortable. That's why it's here. And I can experience comfort. I can experience discomfort. Doesn't mean I'm gonna die. And I was just watching a video that I made. I don't think I posted it. It's 10 minutes of me talking about why I need to go to Hawaii and why I need to fast. And it's intuitive. It's felt. No one else has told me that. No one else is telling me I need to do this. I need to do that. They're telling me things that they think I should do, right? Instead of what I am doing and what I am following intuitively. But this is from within. And if you recognize the power within, and you will recognize that this is coming from the best possible place that it could ever come from. And I can just watch the trees and the wind all day, and watch the ocean, and my body, and the birds, and the geckos, and the fruits, I don't have to eat them. I can just watch all day. Why are people in such a rush to say you need this? Alright, tell me how long it'll be before I actually need something. Most people, in their minds, can't go without a few minutes. They can't go a few seconds, few moments without something coming up in their mind, whatever is happening, whatever question you just asked. And so they're going to be led back to the material, back to the physical, back to the realms of duality, back to the third density, the physical vibration, where it takes time to manifest things. And they're gonna just be running around circles in their heads. And it's funny watching social media as well as the natural world and the Matrix and whatever you want to call anything. It's funny watching it all because it's all just like people are just projecting their insecurities and their crap and a lot of other things when they respond or they unfollow you or they react or they say this or that, whether it's good or bad or nothing, and you just maybe notice things that they're doing but they didn't directly interact with you. It's just like you can observe it and you can just be like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what any of them are doing. Doesn't matter what any of them are saying or thinking. I know, yeah, we're getting into that realm where we can really feel sometimes what people are thinking. And feeling and all that. So, it doesn't matter. Like, your breatharians on this side and this polarity can be like, yeah man, we just gotta go breatharian, like, I'm just tired of this, and like, all that, yada yada yada. And then your carnivores on this side are like, yeah, you gotta eat meat and like, go to the gym and lift 500 pounds on your back and shit, and then like pick up chicks. And then you got the fruitarians and the vegans and the pescatarians and the flexitarians and the vegetarians and the vegetarians, shit in the middle. And they're all just like, yeah, what are they saying and what are they saying? And then those vegetarians, like, they're totally wrong. Like, and you just have all these spectrums and these camps and these people just fighting each other. And they're really fighting themselves because they're not listening to themselves. They're not in the present moment fully. And I mean, it doesn't take total stillness and total silence, but it's like, just see how the animals interact with nature, how they're aligned. They don't really fight as much as we do. And they don't talk quite as much when, I mean, we have a lot of people just talking the talk and not walking the walk. And it's like I get anxious sometimes when I'm making these videos. It's like, it's okay. I get anxious sometimes when I'm working. It's okay. I get anxious when I'm eating, and anxious when I'm fasting, and anxious with this and that. Thinking about talking to my parents, and thinking about posting this and them seeing it, and like watching enough of it to be like, oh, you're crazy, Grant, stop this, it's bullshit, And I just want to acknowledge that. That it is there. I'm aware of these things, these tugs of war, these dualities, and just in that moment of being honest, that makes this video so much more valuable to me to be able to share. Like if I was just anxious and then I just stopped the video and then I was like, no, I can't post that. What am I doing? 11:11 on this little clock. On the time it is, the duration. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I'm anxious about. I'm anxious about being here because it's like I don't feel like I can take a long enough rest to fast and then get into work with commitment and enough flow that I'm giving enough to the land. And I express that with my coworker, whatever I should call him, my friend, business partner. Like, I don't care what the language is. I'm just expressing it and I'm being aware of it. This is why I emphasize, like, I just want to have loving awareness of many things. And it's like I get anxious about ever having a relationship with a beautiful woman, and like then like that carries on to like this anxiety about like, will I ever just stay with nofap long enough where I'm like, I don't need that bullshit anymore? And will I ever stay with raw fruit long enough, and fasting and breath work and my consistent movement practice where I enjoy like sharing and performing and creating content and creating coaching and like all these different things that I can offer people. And I know that I'm a genius trapped inside my own mind sometimes, because I have thoughts and ideas that I haven't put down on paper that are very, very unique and just not integrated yet into this that I see. And it's like, yeah, we're all actors in this big grand illusion, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're an actor or you're trying not to be an actor, you're still an actor. You're still in this, whatever this is. There's a reason you're here. There's a reason you can choose your next part of your destiny. What do you wish to create? And what is in your heart that's pulling you somewhere? What's in your mind? What's in your body? What's in your spirit? This collective around you, does it resonate with you? Does it sit well with your stomach and give you peace of being and mind? And maybe we should just sit in silence more and just focus on the breath and just be wild more and playful. And then also just serve each other, like, hey, what do you need today? Can I help you? makes me anxious that, like, being like this, you can't see the crown of my head. I don't know, I just want all my little strings to be seen. All my little stuff on my skin that's actually going away. Even though I'm wearing this, which I thought was the cause of that. But yeah, let's list what makes us anxious and what are we recognizing in our bodies, in our minds, our spirits, communities, our environments, our living space, our play space, our work space, our nature space, our animals and our plants that are around us that we see and notice, and there's new ones all the time, and it's like all changing. Like, what do we notice about these changes? Like, how are these patterns being created and occurring? You're taking a part in it, are you not? By observing it, you are affecting how that carries out in the universe. You affect the mental space and the field electromagnetically around all of these things. Whether that's an illusion or not, it doesn't matter, you're affecting it. And it's like practically and expressively and naturally and functionally and creatively, I can express how my body moves in all these funky, weird, cool, new ways. And somehow this inspires people. You're not the one moving, you're just watching me. It's the same thing if you're like at the top of a mountain, you're looking down. You just have a new perspective. Maybe you're looking up too. And you couldn't look up before because you're in a concrete jungle or some kind of jungle. Jungle of your mind. We're all creating everything around us. And it's so paradoxical. I couldn't begin to explain it to you, but I can just say, like, you are creating it. And that's the beauty of it. And that's also the crazy reality of it. The unpredictability and the power and the... Oh man. Oh woman. So... yeah. It's all up here and out here, but it's got to start somewhere. Where do you want it to start? Are you gonna let it keep just starting out there without you, or are you gonna help start it and then let it start and then help start it? Like, give and receive, in, out, flow, boom. It's so linear to explain, but really there's a million ways to explain it, and each way can resonate with a different person. And that's why some of you guys watch me and some people don't. Some people unfollow me, and some people find me and they're like, holy crap, this is awesome. But they jump on like halfway through this journey, so they don't see everything. No one sees everything. But what you are seeing is important and beautiful and powerful to your deciding, your choosing, your being. So I hope that gives y'all some clarity and confusion today. Love, vision, and strength. Peace.